everybody. Hey, welcome weird ones, ghouls, demons, and the rest. Valus is joining us. He really doesn't like it when I move his bed from in front of this area, so I scooched it over, and as you can tell, he's on his pillow and happy as a lamb, all the above, all the above. So anyway, today I wanted to do a video about the Wyrd community and what that is. I've had a few questions like in markets and things like that because I have a sign that says join the Wyrd community and has a QR code, and that was a sign, that's an older sign. I gotta make new signs, which is fitting because they all got rained out at the Teakwood Garden. So anyway, I gotta make new signs. But what that used to mean was like just me and like my business and my brand, whatever it is that I'm doing. Because I'm not really a business person, I'm not really a brand. I am this kooky, quirky artist, philosopher, occultist being, just like living her life and trying to make a living doing it. And so it was just like people who want to join in my community. I felt like community was better. I don't like fame in the sense that like I don't like fans or followers or whatever. You know, these are like-minded individuals who think what I'm doing is really cool and I think what they're doing is really cool, or whatever mixtures of spectrum in between. So that's what the Wyrd community kind of used to be. It still is, but it's evolved because the QR code used to just be like, you sign up your email and you get my little newsletter every last quarter moon and it just updates you on where I'll be, what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But people are like, oh, like a couple people, like I thought it was like a group, a philosophy, and I was like, I'm not a cult. Like I am quite uncomfortable with people like with like the fame paparazzi side of things. Like I'm just vibing, I'm just a person, right? Like I've never wanted to do, and that's why I've avoided a lot of these things about putting myself out there, is because I don't want to be a celebrity. I want to inspire people and I want to live my creative life. So, but after a few people asked me about the community and was like, I guess misled, because it wasn't just like an email sign up. And I thought it was a clever way of like expressing my intention and like kind of the essence of what I want all of this to be, because I don't want it to be like a lot of the things that I see and experience, and like I spent a lot of time figuring out what I didn't want to be and what like I do want to be. So from there I started the Wyrd community page, which is just like a page on my website, and it is a list of artists, small businesses, creators, just like a mixture of people, just inspiring people that I have met at markets, that I know in my personal life one way or another, or just people that I support. I don't have anyone on there who didn't consent to being on there, so there's a lot of other people that I do support, but they either haven't sent me stuff to put on there due to their own timing, or they don't want to be on there for a variety of reasons. I don't care. It was just something that I had. So I was like, well, because I talk about people, I'm like a cheerleader. So in that sense of like, when I really love something, I really love something, and when I really hate something, I really hate something. And I have the gift of gab. And so it's just kind of this understanding, like I don't always want to be talking about the things that I don't like, because I was in a cycle which was necessary. It was just realizing all the things I don't like, I don't want, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, how can I balance this out? And it was like, well, what do I love? Like I can talk about what I love just as much as what I hate, and I think there's importance in doing both for everybody. And so it's just a way for me to give back to people who inspire me, have taught me things as far as like business or content creating, have given me constructive criticism or praise, have acknowledged my influence or inspiration like towards them, like just I don't know, just a community of people like, hey, you're a cool individual doing cool things, following your dream. Any way that I can support that, I want to, because like that's what deserves attention, are the people who are who are in it and in a genuine way. They're not performing on social media, they're not seeking fame, they're seeking this soul fulfillment, like this destiny. So I really like those kinds of people, just in general, and I've met more of them than I thought. I thought it was rare to find those people because I didn't see them in a lot of the environments I was in, whether it was growing up or in like other jobs. There's a couple people, like little breadcrumbs, that led me to realize that there's a whole pool of people. And it just kind of goes to show you that when you're like in the wrong environment, when you're like all of those things, like it can really warp your perception of what the world is. And so it just keeps growing, and it's more abundant and loving the further along you get. But you have to go through a lot of dark forests to get to that, and realize that it's not so scary, right? Like, so Snow White, very Snow White metaphor there. But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to put people that I love on my website, and because I'm also one person, and so it's really hard for me to like everyone's posts and reshare everyone's posts and show up to this event and that event, and it gets a lot. Like, I think everyone is starting to realize the world, the society, like all these changes, right? Like, we're Pluto and Aquarius, there's like a lot of shift. We're at this like collective tower moment and rebirth, death, rebirth, year of the snake. You see all the symbolisms kind of everywhere. And so I think everyone's like, well, we have social media, we have the internet, while we have this stuff, the world's going to shit, might as well do what I want to do. I kind of forgot where I was going. Oh my gosh, I hate that. Oh, so people are taking advantage of that, but I think people collectively are problem solving how to do so authentically, and you have to be inauthentic to find authenticity. So we're all just trying to shift into a new state of being. And so anyway, I wanted more exposure for people in that way, because sorry, I remember now. Because like I'm one person, so it's really hard to support everybody. More people are trying to use like social media and all these other platforms, and it's again adding to that instant gratification, or that belief that you're entitled to people's time, and all of those like unhealthy things about social media. But then like people are like, well, I don't owe you anything. So it's a balance, right? Because then people are like, well, inconvenience is how you build community. Partially. It's a balance. Like, I can only do so much. You can only do so much. There's 50 billion ways that you can support me. Choose the one that best suits you, when it suits you, how it suits you. And just the fact that you support me in general, I have all the love and gratitude in the world for. And like, sometimes you get in those mental traps, and it's really hard to always see things in that way, but I really try to be like, hey, you know what? You follow me. Hey, you bought a candle a couple years ago. Whatever. I don't care where it's been. I try to appreciate every one of those moments, and I try to be that for others. And it's really hard. And then this Virgo season, right? And like that understanding of Virgo energy of being of service, not in service, which has been like my biggest like Virgo and 6th house like understanding, as especially when I'm in that kind of like cycle of my life. If you can't burn yourself out for others, but you can't be totally self-absorbed either. And also, I guess like being selective of who you cheer for, but also continue to cheer for people even in their maybe downfall or imperfect moments, because everyone deserves grace, I think, for the most part, you know. Be nuanced about that. And so how else can I support people? I can put you on my website, and then I haven't gotten them ordered yet, but the plan, and to be in the near future by my fall markets, I have like a business card like platform thing as the QR code that will direct people to the page. So that will be join the Wyrd community. So there's the Wyrd community. It's all these people, and then if you want to be a part of it, you can submit to be a part of it. I can only put so many people on there, and the fact that it needs to be genuine. Like, people can't pay me to be on there. Whatever it is, I need to interact with you. to some degree and have a genuine review of belief and support. And that doesn't mean that I don't support you if you don't make it on the Wyrd community page. It's just, I'm one person, you gotta prioritize things, right? And I will let it be as big as it can be. I'll be as genuine as I can be. And like, I'm an abundant person, so like I said, it's not like exclusive. I just don't want people to, I don't like when people get caught up in rankings. It's like, you don't think you're a good artist because Wyrd Creations doesn't have you on there. I think that's a little pathetic. Like, you care what I think, but don't care what I think to that caliber, I guess. So anyway, I want it to be a healthy environment. I want it to be a healthy relationship. I don't want it to make people feel bad. I want it to be something that makes people feel good. But I want it to be personal. Like, I want to get away from the commercialization of like, well, the highest bidder gets to be at the top slot on this long list. No, I don't want that. And I'm sure people at some point will be taken off. I'm an Aquarius, so I will cut people off if I quit believing in you, or people change. Maybe they don't do that thing anymore. And it's like, well, if it evolves, I can adapt you to it, or I can take you off of it. Like, it's just supposed to be this space of gratitude and love and praise for people pursuing themselves in a fun, creative way that I feel like is inspiring and healing and helpful to humanity. And so that is, anyone who connects with me can connect to all of these people. And so the business card, it's gonna be a business card with a QR code, and it shows people that. And like I said, it'll just keep going from there. And that's also, like, simultaneously, it's a way for people to, I guess, support me silently. It's like, hey, you're on my website, that shows support enough. You don't have to do all these other things that maybe you don't want to. It's just like, if someone finds you through me, I don't know, compliment me, speak, like, you know, keep it going, pay it forward to some degree. And so yeah, so anyway, that's what the Wyrd community is. And you can still sign up your email for the newsletter and stuff like that. But if you want to know more about the Wyrd community, you can comment, ask questions about it, or you can like message me if you want to be on there. Like I said, I'll have to go through the journey of reviewing you or whatever. Like I said, I just want it to be real. So that is my Wyrd community, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I know Bayless really loved being able to stay right here with his mom. Sure thing, huh, buddy? And Miss Hazel's coming. I don't know if y'all can see her in the camera, but she's over here. So anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.